All right, guys, how's it going today? Ryan Raymond here again. This is my YouTube channel or Facebook page or wherever else you might end up watching this someday. Who knows? But anyway, I get on here. When I'm doing some work, think of an idea I want to share with you guys. I get on and I show you guys kind of how I do my thing. So tonight, what I wanted to do was I've been playing with Pinterest and just setting up a board and things like that. And I kind of wanted to show you guys how I'm going to use that kind of going forward, doing some research when I go there, and how you can even piggyback off some stuff I'll post publicly. Everything currently is. And then we're going to jump into my iPad and we're going to create some unique design. And then we are going to create and write the listing. So we're going to identify some keywords and we're going to write the listing. So stick with this one and watch it all the way through if you want to catch all of those. Or you can jump around, rewind, fast forward, do whatever you need to do. That's cool. Also hit that like button, subscribe. That's always cool. And I'm just going to do a little test chat. Hello, everyone. All right, got to reload the chat, it looks like. And there we go, chat's up to date. Hello everyone. There we go. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we are going to jump on Pinterest. So I made a Pinterest account yesterday. I was just playing with it and you can see it here. And kind of how I'm trying to use this is I'm using it for doing some research. I posted links to all my videos on here, but one of the first things I did was I was looking for some good retro style color palettes. So I just went in here and pinned some color palettes I liked and things that I thought I might come back to if I want to do some color picking off of it. So I have these all public. I'm going to be when I do my own research privately here, kind of going forward, I'm going to keep a mix of public and private things and do some research, but I kind of want to maybe do some stuff showing how to make a board. So we're going to create a new board, and what we're going to do is we're going to call this, today is May 13th, live shirt research design listing tutorial for merch by Amazon. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to keep it visible. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start with just some things. So it's given me some suggestions. It's just suggesting me humor right now. So let's kind of follow what Pinterest is telling me. So let's search for some humor. Let's go, hey, train wreck, this isn't your station. Let's see. I've been kind of wanting to dive in and get some I've been wanting to do some 4th of July. Some of you guys asked me for 4th of July, so let's make a 4th of July board. 4th of July. I was doing some searches for it either way, but let's see here. And let's add shirt onto that just for the bit. And actually, let's narrow down even further. Let's look for tank top. I'm not necessarily looking to copy anything. I'm looking for some ideas of what we could use. So we don't want to do Star Wars. We're looking for what's going on here. So let's get lit. Obviously, Ben Drankin. These are all pretty popular. Let's see here. America, freedom for all. Sunglasses. The sunglasses thing kind of seems to be pretty popular. Let's see here. We could do something with sunglasses. So what are some phrases that we could use and mash up some of them sunglasses? You know, lit, let's get lit. Oh, what did I just saw something I liked. I kind of like that. So that's an idea of something I'm going to save. And we're going to put it right here, just as an idea. What other stuff was there? So women's patriotic piece. So let's narrow down on that. Patriotic piece. So lots of fingers, peace symbols. So that's some stuff we can consider thinking about. Some more fingers. They all definitely incorporate the American flag. I wonder if we could kind of mash this up somehow that's a cool kind of, I was just kind of thinking something along that lines, but I think I've got an idea what I'm kind of thinking here, guys, and feel free to jump in the chat. What we can do, let me figure out, I'm still learning to use this, guys, so bear with me. So we got the board, and kind of what I'm thinking is something with the fingers over and with the peace sign in the background with a flag of some sort. So here's the deal. I don't have this drawing, and I want it to kind of look a little bit realistic. So I am going to jump into my iPad here. And we will pull this up here in a minute. So let me do my iPad scene. All right, should be able to see my iPad now. So, excuse my messy floor and desk here, but what I want to do is flip this around. No, it's not going to want me to do that while I'm on here. So how would I do it with, I apologize, guys. It's the challenge of doing things. There's a cool little cat I drew the other day. These are all designs I've done live. So what I want to do is I want to make this, and if I don't have one, I can draw it myself. So I'm going to take a few different versions of it. And I can take these and import them into Procreate. And we can sketch it ourselves if you don't know how to draw it. So if you don't know how to freehand it, you can sketch it yourself. All right, so I just got to save these to my file. And I think I like the first one the best. So we're gonna do, first thing we'll do is we'll start a new Merch by Amazon t-shirt size. We're gonna insert a photo. It's been glitching out on me for that, but I think we're gonna grab this guy. Maybe. It's really not liking that right now, is it? Okay. So let's try it a different way. I apologize. This is the issue with doing live. When things don't work the way you normally expect them to. So we'll do import, file. Something went wrong. Try again. It's really not liking those photos. I wonder if it's because I had Alright, there we go. Now we got it in here. Let's see if we can open it in Procreate. It's just really not liking the photos. Okay, well, I guess we're going to just try freehand drawing one. So, what I was going to say is you could bring in, oh, let's get a sketching pencil here. And I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm going to try and take my time with this. And this is just going to be kind of a rough sketch. So we got to think about it here. your hand can kind of be a little bit of a pentagram. So there we go. And then we have 2 fingers curled down. Might need to be a little bit wider. And the thumb. We'll have it kind of coming down there. Let's see if we can. Some kind of knuckles there. Get the finger out. It's kind of a rough edge of a hand. That's all right. And then kind of what I'm thinking behind it is we take the second finger, do that. Kind of make the peace symbol in the back. So we can kind of do something like this. So that's kind of my rough sketch of what we're going to do. All right, we're going to kind of merge that all in one layer. Drop the opacity down. All right, so how many of you guys do your own drawings, or want to do your own drawings, or like learning about doing your own drawings? Because I would say Beejay Del for YouTube channels is probably one of the best channels I've found lately that does tutorials. So we're going to take this into kind of a rough draw here. Just to see how it ends up looking. Coming into another layer when I'm going to be crossing lines here. I don't know how to tell you guys how nerve-wracking it is to try and draw while people are watching when you're not a very good artist as is. So we got, that's the issue. I'm just kind of looking at my hand, trying to figure it out. So really, my issue might be thumb's too small here. And I like using the same brush, and this is still going to be a rough, kind of a rougher sketch here. And we'll put in some knuckles. Got some definite knuckles here. Let's see. A line there, a line there. It's just kind of doing some rough edges here. I think this actually needs to be down more like that. And all right, we'll come in with another sketch. I like coming over a couple times with it. Just keep refining, trying to see what you didn't like about it. Oh, wrong layer. So let's start up here. We're going to start breaking this up a little bit more. It's going to be a bit more like that. Gonna have a fingernail in here. I'll tell you what, I'm a little bit better at taking a picture of my hand, but this is good practice too. Didn't like that line, just double tap to erase. Destiny, you do your own. Good, that's awesome. What sort of apps do you like to use? I am a fan of Procreate here, obviously, and Over are my two primary apps that I use. So, what are some apps that you guys like to use? What are some of your favorites? Oh, I don't like that either. I think I see that. So I'm sorry if I'm too quiet here. I got to learn to talk and do this at the same time. So what are some things, a lot of you guys came to me and said you really liked the design, scratch, listing stuff. I hate drawing thumbs. Let's try it a different way. Actually use a computer art program with my drawing tablet called Clip Paint Studio. Would like to try tablet programs eventually though. Yeah, I just never was around, never had the drawing tablet experience. When I kind of started this whole little thing, I just started using my phone. So that's where I started to learn programs, and Procreate Pocket was like $5 to start learning to draw in. So it was kind of a no-brainer. Let's see, get some lines here. Let's see. Just kind of trying to mix this up a little bit, see how it looks. Will it be perfect? No, nothing ever is. But we're gonna just kind of move on here. So I'm gonna turn that layer off, turn that layer off, and that's kind of what we got. I don't like these lines up here. I actually think it might look better if it's just connected. With the drawing tablets, how do you like the disconnect of having to be drawing down here but looking up here to see your results? So, all right, that one there. All right, it's not the best hand, but it kind of works. All right, we're gonna merge those. Now the other thing I wanted to do, we're gonna turn that off and we're gonna draw that peace sign. So we're gonna pick a different brush here. Let's do maybe we could do it in charcoals. That could look pretty good in a background on something that's a little bit more. So let's go in here. I like this red right there. I got an idea. So we're gonna do this. We're going to do this. We're going to keep flipping these back and forth here, and I'm going to try something different. I don't know. I had an idea. I'm going to run with it. We'll see how it'll work out. You guys tell me if you like this idea or not. We'll see. I did a awareness shirt for a friend the other day. Their terms of service for over, Diana. I subscribe to the pro version. I think it's $15 a month, and you'd probably want to double check with the terms, but I am pretty sure in the free version it applies to the fonts as well. But they do have graphics in it, and you can use any of them in a unique implementation up to 400 times. So let's say you create something using one of the images in there, you get to use it 400 times. You know, you put it on a pop socket, you get to keep that pop socket for 400 times. Now what that doesn't mean is you get to, you know, change it to a different color and call it still yours. But what it does mean is you get to keep them all that way. So I don't know if you guys are catching what I'm doing here, but now I'm going to put an underbase in here. Just going to change the background color, so we're looking at designing on here. Let's try and remove the transparencies. What brush went out? Yep, that's all right. To make sure this thing's going to print all the way with some kind of white fadedness in it. And here's what I'm thinking we do. I pick a, let's see, back into the charcoals. Yeah, that'll work. So what we want to do, nope, not the whites. I want to be on this layer. Lock it there. It's got to come down to about there. This might have been a little bit too low. There we go. So it's kind of got a crayon look to it. I don't know. Yes, Diana, I did design pretty much almost exclusively in over for probably my first, I don't know how many long designs. All the way up until maybe, I want to say June last year. No. I don't remember when I got Pocket. It was like October, I think, is when I started drawing. So beyond that, it's been pretty much just on here and now on the tablet. Alright, so let's look at this hand here. So let's try and put another layer in here. And we are going to make this a multiply layer. And let's see, what do we want to use for shading? We could come back into, I want to do airbrushing elements. Trying to find, you know what, this isn't too bad. So what I need to do is we're going to change this layer. That's going to kind of tell me what is the medium color here. And then we're going to come on this brush. You probably can't see too much here, But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of, this grayscale painting, I guess, is kind of the term. It's a little technique I've been just playing with to see, so I figured why the hell not. I'll show it here. So I'm just kind of laying down a layer of gray here, and I'll be able to clip this stuff out after. And I'm going to go a little bit smaller. These areas where it's darker, going darker. I'm just kind of laying color in here right now, because then I'm going to come through and kind of smudge this all together. See if we can just add some depth. Which layer did I go on? Why is it doing that? Alright, well, that's not quite how I wanted it to work. But you can try all sorts of different textures. We'll just keep playing with different textures here. Let's see. Painting with an acrylic brush. Might need to go a little bit less on the transparency. All I'm trying to do is kind of lay in some where it might be darker. And then we'll see if we can kind of smooth this out in some ways here. I hope this doesn't turn out really ugly, but sometimes you gotta try new things, and why not try it live where there's a whole bunch of people watching you? So, come do this. Let's get in here with some whites, and we'll do those in kind of a wetter color. So what I was thinking is, kind of try and get the light shining from one side. And you'll see how this multiply layer kind of works here in a few seconds. Let's get some more grays in here. Alright, so now we want a smudging brush. So let's come in here and let's do it. I like the Oriental brush. It's good for smudging. We're going to go small. We're going to kind of just smooth this all out a little bit. Now I know some people are watching like, well, that's not how you do art. You should be putting your color in, and I get it. I get it. I don't care. I'm going to do what I want. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm having fun doing these. If you guys are enjoying them, I've had a bunch of people tell me quit showing my designs, quit doing that. I've gotten some weird messages. Lots of encouragement, but lots of people kind of saying I'm stupid or something. Maybe I am. Maybe showing off what I'm working on is insane, but I'm probably going to keep doing it because I'm having fun doing it. And if it makes me better at making shirts by having people watch me make shirts live, then all the better. So, thing, I don't know. This finger feels a little bit too fat there. It's alright. It'll work. I kind of like how that's turning out. So I don't know if I like this. So we need to make this have some really small dark lines in here. Do that. All right, so we got that, and what are we going to do with it now? So I need to do a couple things. Number one, I need to go back to this layer, and I need to grab my inking brush, and what we're going to do is we're going to add a solid line here on the bottom, because I'm going to be able to create a clipping mask then. Whatever, that line there should work for now. We can take it out later or mess with it, but either way, I'm turning this on a reference layer. Actually, I'm going to duplicate it and turn it on as a reference. I'm going to duplicate this one, turn off that one, turn this one back into a multiply layer, and merge it with that one. Now I'm going to come back through here, see if I can hide some of these fine lines. And I'm going to smudge them out, and I'm going to turn that layer off so we can see them kind of disappear here. It might let me kind of fix this finger that's looking a little bit messed up. Just kind of smudging these in. So I had done the first layer of kind of getting some of the colors in there, but I don't know if I want this one to have these hard lines. I think they don't kind of fit the rest of the design. So I'm just going to kind of smudge them into here, and then I'll show you guys kind of a cool trick. That there. Thing you got to be careful about when you do this is you can make a line disappear really quick when messing with these lighter grays here. It can end up being cut out really quick. You can smudge over it. So the undo tool is your friend. And no, I am not an artist. I don't claim to be. I don't know. I just draw stuff when I get the chance, but I definitely would not ever say I am making a living off art full time. So that's great. Hey Teresa, didn't see you in there. How are you doing? How's your RVing going? Hope you're getting out there and seeing the world in your adventures. All right. Let's see. Yeah, sharing is good. I don't know. I was listening to some people, and the idea of if you give stuff away, you get more back to you. I don't know. I've learned a lot by sharing videos. When I made my first video, I think when I was like tier 20. Someone asked a question in a group, and I replied with just recording my screen, and they said, well, hey, where do you share all your videos, because we want to watch them? And I was like, well, I don't have that. And what ended up happening then was ended up getting a whole bunch of people that added me. So I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that on the Facebook groups. You give some advice, you end up with about 100 friend requests really quick. And I started accepting some of them, and different people that I talked to through Messenger, I started accepting them. But I had a public page of my name, so I decided that instead of having everyone follow my personal page with my kids and all that, I decided to direct them to that public page, and I just started sharing videos on there, and people seem to have liked them so far, and so I started doing them here on YouTube as well just recently. So I don't know, I'm just having fun with it. I realized the other day I was trying to sign up for the Amazon affiliate program, and had gotten denied before because I didn't have a website, and that happened to me a couple times. Like, I use Shopify, and a bunch of you guys have asked about doing Shopify, and I'm not sure how I want to do that with showing my business or not. It's kind of weird because you get in there and there's customers, and I don't know. I'll think about how I want to share Shopify with you guys. All right, I think that's pretty good there. So let's put in a new layer. And this layer is going to be a color layer. A colored color layer. So what happens, let's just kind of play with some stuff here. What do we got for some textures? What happens if I paint in, see how that layer, it brought in, it changes the value of the colors. So first I'm just going to kind of do this. We'll see. Maybe not go pink. So what happens if I put in that blue now in the same color? I wonder if it might be better to do the blue. Watch this. We'll do the blue in the darks. And I think I'm going to pick a different, better red hue. So I think that hue might be where I want to be. So I can easily turn this off, pop in another layer so we can come back to that one, color. And you know what? Let's turn this on a hue layer. Nope. Color layer. So I'm going to try and do the reds in the lightest colors. We'll see how this is going to work. I have no idea. It might look cool when it's done. It might not. We'll see what happens. That looks kind of cool. What happens if I turn these background layers on? Oh, that might be an issue. Let's see. If I grab that one, normals, because that's a color layer, that's a color layer. Heck, that doesn't actually look too bad. I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's kind of unique. It's bringing a lot of different stuff into it. I don't know. I don't know if I really like it, but you never know what's going to sell out there either. So let's get in here. We need to clean this up a little bit. To not, bury this other color down here. Gosh, I wonder if it would almost just be better without the background. What happens if I mix in a few whites now? Oh, let's do in the color layer. I'm just gonna bring in. Nope, that's not what I want. I think I need to flip these. There we go. And we'll see what this will do. Because I'm going to take this, and now we're going to turn it into a contrast layer of overlay. Now it acts kind of more like highlighting. I don't know. I just like this hand better than I think I like the other one. I feel like I lost my smudging here somewhere. Yep, I did. Let's get this layer. Brought back into there. And we'll have to do a little bit of erasing. Big reason why I'm trying to get some of these out of here is I don't really want transparencies on the final image. I don't want people to think it's going to print there and then it doesn't. There's lots of ways I could do this. I could create a mask, but I like the uneven edges I got going on here. I've got too many layers on. Which layer needs to be turned off? I believe it's that one. And this one needs to go there. Too dark. Alright, I think I kind of like that. I do want to do a little bit more smudging in here though. Make sure I'm on the right layer. There we go. Alright, I apologize for such a long video, but, you know, coming up with an idea that's unique and trying to draw something that my plan on how I was going to draw it didn't work. So what can we do with this? Let's just put something on here. We can maybe go back to that other idea we had. I guess that peace sign I had, I really didn't like how it worked out. But what if I do... Let's find something else that might really work here. What about in the background? I got kind of an idea here. Luminance. No, that's going to make it not work as just a solid color. So we got that. What if we did... I'm just curious. How will this work? Add one new layer here. Yeah. Okay, that's something I need to do. This layer needs to be changed. Darken, multiply, select. There we go. And I gotta clean some of that up again. Forgot. I was using that background layer and it was affecting all the colors here. So there we go. It's kind of sloppy. What can we do on it? I'm kind of still wanting to do this peace sign. What if I do this really small? What does it look like? Nope. This could work. Something with flowers in the background. Need to get it off the multiply layer. All right. That kind of worked. We can come over it with another layer here inside. Make that one thicker, make that one thicker. There we go, kind of a flower power peace sign. There we go. I like that now a lot better than what we had before. It's kind of implied it's in there. Could even move it all just like that, just a touch. Maybe add some bigger ones. All right, so good enough. Share, PNG, save the files. Dump that in there, keep both, I'll know it's the right one. All right, so now the thing I gotta do is we want to resize this for a hoodie. So grab my hoodie size right here. And I'm just going to reinsert that image. There it goes. And we'll make that background color black so we can see how it's going to look and get it fitted. So there were peace signs doing both American flags, kind of red, white, and blue. We took that and we've now kind of swapped it around. And let me check one thing here, guys. I have to delete a couple listings. I've got some old ones that are falling off. Let me just jump in here quick and delete it, because I need a little bit of room for us to throw this one up since I was full. There we go. That one's definitely a deleter. Hippie. Hey, if it's gonna sell for on tank tops, I'm kind of all for it. So let's see. That one definitely can go. That one can go. That one I've never expected to sell, but it was worth a shot. And that one. No tear up yet. I am sitting, let me see. Oh, I gotta delete 2 more products. Alright, that one's pending removal, it's gone. And that one's gone. Oh, I thought you were calling me a hippie. Well, I've been called worse. People have called me a lot worse things. Alright, let me swap back over here. This is just running a little bit slow here for me. I'm trying to delete 2 more. Alright, so this thing's pending removal. And that guy's pending removal. There we go. Now we can do 10. Alright, multiple products beta. Tank tops have been doing good for me too, Teresa. I've really been impressed with how tank tops have been. Like, if I'm going to sell a new product right now, it's definitely been tank tops. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. That should be the t-shirt. And I forgot to save the hoodie. So I will do that quick. things are running slow. Alright, so that's uploading. These are going. Streaming and doing this here, trying to move these files, because that one was a 24 megabyte file and this one was an 11. Even if it's because I'm just moving it through the cloud, it struggled there. Alright, that should be uploading. So one of the things we need to do here is we're going to have to go find some keywords to use. So let's think about some keywords. What do you see here? I haven't sold a tank top yet. You did get a V-neck. Oh, well, you'll get one. Diana, I've actually sold my first raglan the other day, so I have now sold all the new products. So that was pretty exciting. So let's think about how are people going to search for this. So peace sign, patch, sign, stickers, earrings, magnet, peace sign with nails, peace sign with fingers. So peace sign with fingers. 519 results. So we're definitely wanting peace sign with fingers and symbol. We targeted red, white, and blue, so we want red, white, blue. 4th of July, 4th of July, Independence Day. What else here? Flowers, hippie. Alright, I think we got some good targeted keywords there we can go after. So, oh, there we go. So I'm at 14 for the day. I'm at 1930 total sold, Diana, there, if you were wondering. So, alright, let's get back in here. Hopefully this thing hasn't completely crashed. If you guys have suffered the beta uploader crash, it's frustrating. Alright, so we're going to select the products and we'll put it up everywhere because this thing is definitely going to work everywhere. We're going to do hippie, American hippie, retro. Sure, we'll call it that. No, let's see here. 4th of July hippie designs. There we go. Peace symbol with finger sign, red, white, and blue hippie style. Ooh, it doesn't fit. Alright, that's okay. So we spelled hippie one way up there. We can spell it with a Y here. And we can get hippie style. Okay. So now we're back to picking our shirt colors here. So it looks good on black. Looks good on navy. Looks like it'll work on cranberry. Royal. Purple. Heather blue. Light blue. Doesn't look bad on the yellow. Make sure we get the dark heather. Get a green in there. And asphalt. That filled us up. Alright, and so it's good for youth. So we're going to edit some other colors. And this one here, I'm just going to try launching it at the standard prices. And I will alert you guys when this one sells. So we will find out together. Not white. Let's see, green. Definitely want the blue in there. And the cranberry. I think light blue should definitely go. So what should I cut out? Ooh, I think I'm just going to cut out the light blue. There we go. And we'll just select all the colors here. And unselect white. And that select all colors is Merch Wizard. Putting that in there for me speeds up the process a lot. They just finished their update and it's working quite well. Very impressed with it. Alright, so we did 4th of July hippie designs, and I spelled that with an F. Peace symbol with finger sign, red, white, and blue hippie style. So this peace symbol with fingers is perfect for people who want to celebrate peace and freedom in America. Featuring a red, white, and blue design with a finger peace symbol and flowers in the background. This is perfect for 4th of July, Independence Day, and if I could spell, 4th of July, Independence Day parties. Also, this could easily be a protest shirt. So is perfect for protests and voicing your opinion on democracy. Voicing your opinion in a democracy. So you could wear it. People might wear this to an anti-war rally. So we can put that in there. Perfect for anti-war. So it's a hippie design, 4th of July. That'll work. And then I like doing click our brand name. See more amazing designs. Because that will all fit. They'll be able to come in, pick it all. Alright, so now I'm going to copy the product text. And I'm going to say, well, actually first I'm going to highlight that and hit generate description. It automatically pulls everything that I put in there into the description. I like adding the little click our brand name to the front. Copy it over, paste it into here, translate to German. And we click review and hit submit. So there we go, guys. That was from scratch. We started on Pinterest. We found some ideas and we ended up mashing them up. So let's see, I'll put some of this somewhere and maybe even on here. So if you guys want to follow me on Pinterest and see, kind of what I'm doing, you can use that as an example. Follow me, maybe I'll follow you back. Also, like I said, I kept having issues where I needed a website, so I built RyanARaymond.com the other night. I built it in Shopify because a lot of you guys were asking about Shopify, and I don't know if I want to go into my full brand yet on here. I just kind of whipped this up. I literally put a welcome message, a little email news collector. If you want to, you can sign up. Whenever I do get a newsletter, I'll send some stuff. I don't really know what I'm going to put in there. And I made the world's most amazing t-shirt. It's my face. It's now calling it my official logo. So it's the most awesome shirt in the world. And I'm using Printful, and I put some details in here on this, guys. I just call it Ryan official logo design. Just for info, it's direct to garment. It's a black colored print. It's printed on a Bella Canvas 3001. It's fulfilled by Printful. And I even put it here for pricing basis. I started with 100% markup. So that resulted in a $31 price tag. So if it sells, a base price for an extra small is $15.44. I charge $31. On my Printful supplied Shopify store I'm working on building right now. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't think I've even got any of it open. I'm having some good luck there, and a lot of people ask me what I'm doing. And for a quick basic rundown, what I'm doing, guys, is I'm using plain white text. I found back when I first started, I found a shirt on Merch Informer, and it had one word on it, and that keyword was highly mistargeted in the design, and there was kind of an underrepresentation of that specific keyword. So I made about 50 designs for it, and they all started selling kind of intermittently, and I thought they would work well on underwear. So I took my first shot at Etsy, built a store. Some of you guys were in there on the easy Etsy. It's Ryan A. Raymond. It should be literally just Ryan A. Raymond on Oh, looks like I'm still RARAYMON. It hasn't changed my vanity URL thing. I gotta fix that. But right now, RARAYMON. But anyway, I was using Print Tech, and to be honest, it didn't work out. Their thongs that I was selling on, they couldn't keep up with supply, and I had to refund a bunch of orders at Christmas, which sucks. So I decided I was going to something I could do, and on like January 4th, I started an Instagram, heavy focus, and the Shopify store, and started going, and it's done well. I've done about $2,000 in orders total on the website, and fairly decent profit margins. I've priced Printful shirts where I've done some back and front printing, so my minimum price is more like $18 to $20, and my minimum price I'm charging is $30. I think I've done a total. Here, let me just do this. If I'm just talking, how about we do that? We're just having a conversation here anyway. So let me pull up Shopify here on my phone. So total sales, if I just look here this month, I don't know, there you can see it, $541 this month. It's not like it's a big killer thing. If you guys want me to do stuff about Shopify, let me know. But I'm hesitant to show this because it's still new. Some people know, some don't. And to be honest, it's pretty easily replicable if I show it. And I don't know if I want to introduce competition yet, because it's normally what people tell you to do when you're building a Shopify store is go look where there's a lot of demand. I went the other way. I went really small where there's probably not a lot of demand, but I'm starting to get organic traffic, and I've built up about just over 9,000 followers on Instagram for that brand. And I've been building it working on it for almost 9 months now. So maybe someday I'll do something with that. But right now I'm kind of keeping it to merch by Amazon. But I can definitely do some basic stuff in the back end of this store where you're not going to see customer data or any issues like that. So let me know in the chat what you guys think about that. And thank you guys. I'm going to call this one tonight. I got to start getting dinner ready. My wife called while we were on here. She's coming home. I'm supposed to have dinner going. So thank you. Have a good night. And we'll talk to you guys later. Yes, and Sufine, yes, that is a Shopify integrated with Printful that I'm using. I do have Printify integrated on that other website as well. I'm testing 2 products from them right now. So, all right, guys, thank you.